Hey guys, welcome to the Sunny Side Up podcast. I'm your host, Andrew McBride. Today, my guest is Jayson. Now, you've seen this guy from celebrity makeup artist to dancing on social media, modeling, man of many talents. I actually know this guy from way back when I was trying to do my modeling that I epically failed at, but he continued to grow with it. So, without any further ado, Jayson, what's up, man? Welcome to the Sunny Side Up podcast, man.
But you can invite me back to this podcast just for the introduction.
Hey, I had to keep it real. Man. Welcome, man. This is long overdue, man. So
Yeah,
good, man. How you been?
I'm good. It feels good to be here. I'm ready to jump into this because you and I, we supposed to have been done this, but it's here now, so the timing has to be right.
Absolutely, man. So better late than never, man. So real quick, man, just go ahead and hop right into the origin story, man. Let's get to know Jayson, how everything started. Like I said, you're a celebrity makeup artist, you're a model. So let's explain about how you just got into pretty much your whole start of doing makeup.
You know what? It is so funny. I never intended to do hair nor makeup. Straight out of high school, we knew we were going to be models. We knew we were going to be successful, like Tyson Beckford, all of that, Abercrombie and Fitch. And like, no, you go this way, Jayson's going this way, and everybody else. But my mom wanted me to go to college and did not want to go. I knew school was not the thing for me. I never really liked school, just being honest. So I did go to Virginia College to get my cosmetology license. At the time, I was assisting Antoine Fleeton. You know, he was the big guy in Montgomery to do everybody's hair and makeup. So me being smart, I said, well, can I be your assistant while I'm in school so I can learn when I'm not in school as well? And he was like, yeah. So one day I walked in and I'm like, yo, what's up? He was like, I think you should be a makeup artist. And I was like, I think you're stupid. Don't nobody want me on their face. Like, nah, I'm good.
Is this something that you knew how to do always, or this was just he saw that in you and it just went from there?
Like, I was just like any typical guy walking past Mac or any makeup, like, what the hell is this for? I wouldn't know what to do. And he literally saw it in me. He was like, you're an artist. So
wow. That's correct. I'm blown away by that because it's like you do it so well that you would thought that that's something you've been doing your whole life. Like that's
well,
crazy.
I taught myself how to draw. So that was one thing. But still, I tell anybody, drawing and doing makeup, they're two different worlds. They meet in the middle, but it's still two different worlds because you have to understand you're dealing with people's skin tone colors, like undertone colors, and it's weird. It's a whole scientific thing about it, but yeah.
No, that's crazy, man. So let me ask you this. We're gonna dive a little bit. So it's something that would society based would seem like that is woman dominated. How do you feel as a male that you're able to get in it, kill it with the best of them? Do you deal with any backlash of that? If so, how do you kind of combat that in your journey of still being the best that I've seen?
I appreciate it. I really do. Honestly, I've dealt with that my whole entire life. I was not your typical guy. I was not your typical little boy that wanted to play sports. Yeah, I was the one that wanted to play with the Barbie doll's hair. Like, I've always had hair involved in my life. I was doing my mother's hair. She taught me how to do relaxers. But the thing is, she also taught me that nobody else could do women hair or women's hair and beauty, period, better than a man.
Yeah.
Not even another woman could do just as great as a man. And she instilled that in me at a young age. So backlash, no, because when you look at the industry, it's always been males.
Mhm.
And be honest with you, it's always been gay males that's been coming up with trends. You have your drag queens, males, that has produced this beauty industry, contouring, highlighting. You know, we just shifted the image and put it on women
Yeah.
to enhance them. So no, not really, no backlash.
I think what happens too, because it's something that I've kind of dealt with in my brothers or whatever. But like, it's almost like people don't want to associate beauty, or like if you're trying to groom yourself with a male. Talk to me a little bit about that. Of like, what do you think is the disconnect with like males thinking that it's, I guess, girly, or lack of better terms, to just simply take care of yourself? And like, because I mean, it's a lot to it. And honestly, I think I find myself now getting more into it. I just now started getting my feet worked on,
That's
and all the, so,
what I always said. And the thing is, I deal with women and I hear them all the time tell me what they want in a man. Don't nobody want to lay with somebody with rough feet and hands. Nobody want to be scratched, sandpaper. Don't nobody want that.
yeah.
My thing is this. I've never understood how men have always been so against being gay that they try so hard not to be stereotypical. What is it? Stereolized. I think that's the right word, as gay.
Yeah.
They're like, no, I'm not going to get my nails done, or pretty much, no, I'm not going to take care of myself.
Yeah.
As a grown man should. And there's nothing wrong with being groomed. Like, don't nobody like ugly feet. I'm just.
No, that's crazy, man. Like, I always wondered that, like, where did that disconnect come from? Because it definitely is out there. And because I remember, like, going to the barber, I would get cut up or whatever, and I would just tell the barber, I'd be like, hey, look, with your razors or whatever, just hit me on the eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? No slits or nothing like that. Just line it up. You know what I'm saying? And guys would grill me for that, like in high school. So I was just, wondering, like, how is that a better way to, I guess, bring awareness to that, guys could start to take care of themselves. You know what I'm
Up being you.
saying? Yeah.
The thing is, I don't need an approval from another man if I'm not interested in men.
Yeah.
If you are getting the compliments, if your girl tell you, babe, I love when you clean your eyebrows, that is all you need to be pleasing. Babe, your hands look really good. I love when, you massage me and they feel good.
Yeah.
That you need to be getting your attention from. But if you worried about your homeboys and what they thinking, oh no. Now that's when I
change the perspective, man. Yeah.
I'm just saying. So being different has always been my motto, because that's how I've gotten to the places I've been, and that's where I am now, being me. You gotta accept yourself first.
No, I feel that. So like, let's hop into the celebrity makeup. And I don't want to just, I guess, pin it at celebrity, because you've done celebrities, you've done a lot of people. This is your craft, I would say. How did you, like, who was the first? Because I don't think I can name all the celebrities you did, because this will go past the podcast. So who was that first celebrity that you knocked down, and where did that confidence come from to be like, what, I can actually take this to a celebrity level?
Well, I was talking mad shit one day in the salon. I said, you know what? If I'm gonna do this, all this makeup and hair, I'm gonna be a celebrity makeup artist. I was like, that's it. And I have to tell people, when you speak things, you speaking it into the air, what happened? And sure enough, one day I got fired from Sephora. And I was sitting at my mom's kitchen table, and I get a phone call probably like 8:00 at night. And it's Jasmine Sullivan's makeup artist. Never met her, ever. Didn't even know about her. But the thing was, she knew me. She watched my page. She watched me. And she said, I can't go on this second part of the tour because I have to work. I put you in the box. Like, I put your name in the box. I referred you. And that was my big first time gig, celebrity. And I was starstruck. Like, Jasmine probably thinks I'm one of the craziest people because I was just like the awkward, shy, I don't know what to say around her or what to do, but she was a sweetheart, you know.
No, that's crazy. So like, so from there you kind of gain momentum because you've done a lot of stuff, Jason. I'm sure. I know you're gonna be humble, but you should be proud that you've done a lot of stuff. And every time I see you, I'm like, dang, like that's super dope to be able to have a craft and just to harness it that way and get to that level. And I can only imagine you're gonna go further at it. So after Jasmine, did they start coming right after, like constantly, or was it like breaks in between?
It was still long breaks because at the beginning of that career starting, I still didn't know how to fully do makeup.
Okay.
How to do the basic, make you look pretty, but I didn't know what I know now. So it took some time, and I think that's what kept me humble because, like, I'm going to give you, I really thank God for my gifts and for the journey I've gone through because it was like, I'm going to give you this and I'm going to let you learn from this. And then I'm going to give you a little bit more, a little bit more, and then I'm going to let you wait. So it taught me patience, and it taught me that it's going to have slow times. There are going to be down times, but manage your money, build on your craft, and own your shit. Like, this is you,
No, that's crazy to be able to persevere through that because, it's funny that it's no different in your world versus, what I'm doing or what anyone else is doing. Like, you have those down times, and that's why I wanted to start the show to like really show the true essence of entrepreneurship because it's like it's not sweet all the time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think it's entrepreneur that you out there. That don't happen that way.
Now, I tell anybody, we never post the downtime things on Instagram. We never post depression. We never post, we're broke. We only post when we have good moments. So that's why I started posting some of my things, like when I had a flat tire on the interstate coming from Atlanta to Montgomery. I didn't have a driver. I didn't have AAA. I had God and a spare tire.
No, that's crazy, man. So talk to me about we talk about a few of your deals that you had on that I've seen. I did a little studying or whatever. The most recent one, I would say, the polo. You was on the set of polo. That's huge. Grandfather of fashion, Ralph Lauren. Talk to me about that one. How we land out?
So a friend of mine, Joy, she does makeup here in Atlanta. An amazing makeup artist. She called me and she said, "Hey, I got this gig. It's supposed to be Ralph Lauren." Man, I was like, "Now, girl, you sure this not USA Polo? Like, what?" I was like, "You sure this is not, the knockoff?" And she was like, "I don't know." And I said, "Whatever it is, it's money. So let's just go and kill it."
Yeah.
We both walked in and I'm like, "Yo, I think this is the real Ralph Lauren. Like, this is real Ralph Lauren. Like, this is the Caucasian Ralph Lauren. This ain't the dealer."
Real deal. It definitely was the real deal.
Yeah, it was the real deal. So for that to be a part of that and to be a dominantly African American crew, from the photographer to the hairstylist to the makeup artist, it was just mind blowing that I was a part of this history. So
when I saw it, I was just like, that's huge. But then you even did Beyonce, right? Ivy Park. How was that? How did that go?
I got to work with Beyonce for Ivy Park. A friend of mine, again, talking shit. All of my friends pretty much work for Beyonce, and I was like, you know what? If y'all really wanted to help me, it ain't nothing but a flight or a phone call. And I just hung up the phone. I was like, I'm sick of this shit. Because I watch it, I literally speak about friendship and supporting. Like, I love how your family and your brothers really support your brand and wear it nonstop. Every post, it has your brand on it. And I'm like, that's real loyalty. And they did the same thing for me. After I hung up the phone, it was like 3 hours later. I was just sitting in the bed and I got a phone call, and they were looking for me. So they said, this is for Ivy Park, Adidas. And I was like, oh God. And, they said, are you in LA? I said, yeah, I'm in LA. And they were like, okay, so the shoot is tomorrow. And I was like, oh, I'm not in LA. But her makeup artist, my good mentor, Sir John, he always said, if you ever get that call, make it happen.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, make it happen. You don't tell them no, you make it happen. And that's what I did.
So with that right there, is that like, okay, I've got cash stashed up, or is it just like, yo, family, whoever, boom, hey, we going to LA?
I'm going to be real with you. I had just paid the little bills that I had.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time, like I said, I wasn't making money like that. I had $300 to my name. Booking a flight on the same day is expensive. And it came out to be $500 for a one-way.
Mm-hmm.
So I called my dad and I was like, yo, I need $200. And he was like, for what? And I was like, I just got the call to work for Beyonce. Now, you think telling your parents, like my mom, she was like, oh shit. Telling my dad that I was going to work for Beyonce, he was like, how do you know this is real? And I'm like, do you not know what I do? Like, this is real.
Yeah.
So long story short, he gave me the 200. And I was completely broke by the time I got out there. And I did not care because
it's worth the experience. Like, I've always admired people that just go after it.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, you've been broke before and you've made money again. So yeah, God, this is me trusting him, and this is nothing but a test. I went out there and I was taken care of, got to meet Beyonce, talk to her, a sweet, humble woman.
I know that was crazy.
What? Let me tell you something. I was just standing there and she walked straight up to me and just started talking. And I was like, oh, shit.
I would have passed out. I'm sorry. Like it's not too many people that I would, but Beyonce, like, that's just like, yo. So you like a lot of the similarities from us conversing tonight that I've heard is relationships, friendships. Speak to me a little bit about how important that is in whatever industry that you're going in, whether it's your makeup, modeling, just in general. How important is relationships and friendships?
It's very important to the point where it's dangerous. I think you can't use the word friend. You can't call everybody your friend because there's always somebody with a knife behind their back. So I use that word very lightly. I do tell everybody you're an associate, and I trust you until you show me that I can't trust you. So in the business, one thing you want to do is make those contacts, but you have to have a genuine spirit and energy. Like right now, as tomorrow, I've been working this whole entire week for Champions clothing line. And I think I worked Monday and Tuesday. They called me and they was like, hey, they want you back. The photographer, the director asked for you personally. And I was like, wow, I made that connection because of just being me, doing great work and producing great energy to make everybody feel great. So communication is a big key, but yeah.
So like when you're on set and you're doing your thing, I'm assuming that networking is at the top of your list. Like right after you're getting the job done, you're like, okay, let me figure out how I can get into more doors. Do you do that like with the intent of that something probably could happen from that, or just the natural knack of the craft?
Naturally. Let it happen organically. The way I see it happening and I pay attention to it, it's say 14 hours a day on set with the same people. The first day it's like, okay, hey, how are you? Cool. You know, you're trying to see how do you bond or match with these people at work. Day two, you've built a connection with these people. And so now it's, hey, I need your number for communication when I'm here and you're on set, you know, just to keep the flow. Once you've made that connect, that's it. That's it. They can call you and say, hey, I work better with Jayson. Jayson produced great work and I want to fly him out. So it just happens like that.
So, okay. So let's hop into, and forgive me for not knowing the exact name of the show, but you were on a contested game show, as far as like to where, well, a competitive show.
Yeah.
Where you would do makeup and they would judge you for it. I know Ashley Graham was a part of it. I told my wife I was not going to ask you this, but I have to though.
Ask me.
that moment. Well, first I want to talk about the show first. What was the name of the show so we can let the viewers and the audience know? I'm going to get into the question I want to ask you.
I can't wait for this question. I want to hear. The show was called American Beauty Star. It was on Lifetime.
Okay. How did you book that and what was that experience like?
Well, I watched the first season and I just watched the first season. It was on TV and then I went and looked for the people that was on the show. You know how you find your favorite people on the show and you follow them on social media. So I was talking to one of the guys and he was like, hey, you know, they're booking for season 2. And I was like, oh, okay, well, they're not going to pick me because I didn't think I was that great of a makeup artist or anything. And excuse me, he said, well, you never know, just try. The worst thing they could say is no. And I said, okay, put in the application, did the process and everything. And they asked me to send in one more video. And I was like, I'm not doing this. It's too much. It sounds fake. It's literally, I waited 2 weeks and that voice inside my head saying, you know, the worst thing they can say is no. And I said, okay, submit it. The producer called me himself and said, do you not know I was waiting for you? You were the last person I wanted on this show. And I was like, wow, okay. It's meant to be, so.
Dude, that is huge. So my question, the incident with Ashley Graham.
Come on.
And I don't know exactly what happened. I know bits and pieces of it, but I'm like, who better to ask the man himself? What exactly happened? Did you feel slighted in a way of like what the contestant did? And speak enough to like where, you know, I don't want you to throw anybody on the bus or because I know you have certain relationships, stuff like that.
Oh, one thing about me, you should know I am 100. Tell it like it is and give you everything you want.
So that particular incident, what happened with that from Jayson himself? What happened?
So this particular episode was the makeover. We had to make over real women, which is what I do every day. Not models, not your average size, anything. And on the show, we had to do hair, makeup, wardrobe, nails, you know, jewelry, everything. And I turned it out. Everybody knew I was going to win. My contestants, they was like, this is Jayson's challenge. And I'm like, yeah, you damn right it is. I got this one. I got a win in the bag, you know. And I think I remember the producer saying, there's no drama on this show. There's no drama. We need drama. And I said, we didn't come here for drama. We came here to compete. Like me, I'm a competitive person. And it took me to be on the show to realize that I really am competitive. So I was like paying no attention to it. Literally got on the stage and they were like, the winner is ta-da. And I was like, that's not my name. Nah, that's not my name. My name's not Ronaldo. And I just knew I was just fed up at that point because I had been quiet for so long. Because I saw the show eliminating people that didn't need to be eliminated, keeping people that needed to go home. And I was just like, you know what, at this point, I don't give a damn. Y'all can send me home, do whatever, but I'm about to go off. Like, and it just
that was real. That wasn't like scripted, none of that type of thing. That was real.
When I tell you my blood pressure was so high, oh my God, the people in my head were like, that's it. Yeah. Let's just get it. So, you know, I really kept my cool, but I thought I was hearing something when she said, why are you shaking your head? And I was like, did she really just question me? Because at the same time, this is what I do every day. Yeah. So now I've really woke up, like I've waken up to saying, you know, you're not going to tell me that I didn't deserve to win when I do this every day. Yeah. No. So it just went, you know, just had to pop off a little bit, but it was real. It was real.
And I've always wondered that. I was just like, okay, like with reality shows and different things like that, how much of it is scripted and how much of it is actually real? And to know that that was a sincere, like, emotion from you. Like, and that actually happened to that caliber of a person. Yeah. It's funny, but it's like, it's real that it shows that like everybody has their boiling points, you know? So how, I guess I could segue into a question with that. How do you stay composed? Like when things aren't going a certain way that you want to, that you might feel slighted in certain ways. How does Jayson figure out a way to remain composed and go out throughout with the task at hand?
I'm gonna just be honest with you. I feel like when those situations happen, I check them. Like I check it right then and there. Because the thing is, this industry is so cutthroat that it's gonna see how far can I walk on you. You know, are you gonna let me walk on top of your head? And the thing is, that's not gonna happen. We don't play about money. We don't play about, you know, breakfast. We don't play about lunch. But my thing is, those things are very important. So you're not going to book me to do great work and don't take care of me. Yeah. You know.
Have you ever had times to where like, and you don't have to name anybody, nothing like that, but like where you had moments that wasn't so professional, and how did you handle when it wasn't up to your standard?
Absolutely. I tell anybody to, you know, go in professional, but you know, when somebody tries to manhandle you or, you know, try to disrespect you, sometimes you have to, not even sometimes, you have to stand up for yourself. When you don't have an agency, when you don't have a manager, you have to stand up for yourself and be all of those things. So I know you know, because your mother, I know your mama don't play, but like when we were in school and, you know, we got in trouble and your parents would come to the school to handle the situation, they handled it.
Absolutely, like without any doubt.
That was it.
As we start to wind down, what I like to do, Jayson, is I call them my sunny fire questions, where I just fire the questions at you, and I ask most of my guests the same questions. That way, I maintain consistency and just to get different perspectives on it. So, but without any further ado, the first question that I want to get into: what is the strangest thing that you've ever eaten? I know you've traveled, you've been on many sets. So, what's the strangest thing that Jayson has ever eaten?
Oh my God, what is the strangest thing? Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know, because I'm a picky eater. And you know, I don't want to say octopus because I love calamari, so that's just great. So I don't know. I really don't know. We're gonna go back to that one. Keep going.
All right, cool. All right, so this is actually my favorite question. Is Jayson Glenn the hero or the villain? And explain which one do you like, hero or the villain?
Jayson can be both, but Jayson is definitely the hero. Uh, Wait, are we talking about like a character or just me in general?
Like just in general, like off of personality, who you are, like certain times you can probably be the hero in the story or you can be the villain. But
Hero.
which one is Jayson?
I'm the hero. I love taking care of people. My thing is, I'm a big nurturer. I have a big heart, always have. I didn't care about what others thought. Like, if you needed me, I'm definitely going to be there. So I'm the hero until you piss the hero off. And then, you know, we may turn into Maleficent and it gets kind of crazy and stuff.
Oh, I totally feel that. I totally feel that. All right, so let's say top five, and I always got a question to where I can cater to the person I'm interviewing. So top five stylists. I don't want to just label it as makeup, but stylists or anybody that's in the industry that you look up to and you got inspiration from. Let's just do three. Top three.
I may have to do five. I think I can do five. I know Sir John, Lenny Kravitz, Sam Fine. Oh dang, what's another one? Oh my God, so many. I don't know. I'm such a rocker. It's another one. It's like on the tip of my. I'm a big Lenny Kravitz fan though. Like when it comes to styling, when it comes to how he carries himself, it's a lot. But yeah, Sir John, Lenny Kravitz, Sam Fine, Jeremy Dale, Oprah, because she got money. She was smart on her come up.
Yeah.
We definitely gonna say that, but yeah. And Beyonce, y'all know that though.
I was just about to say, I was waiting on that one. I was just like, man, you the Beehive. I still think you signed the Ivy part. I was waiting on it. So
Say all day.
and Jayson, man, I really enjoyed this interview, man. I feel like I've gotten to know you a little bit more. My audience got to know you, man. So before you go, man, let everybody know where they can find you at, what you got upcoming, and just end us out with it, man.
I appreciate you for this opportunity and this platform. It's great. But you guys can find me Instagram, Mr. J, just the letter J, Glenn. Facebook is Jayson Glenn, and Jayson is with the Y, JAYSON GLENN. Yeah.
Alrighty, man. Without any further ado, man, thank you so much, Jayson, man. That was episode 11. Jayson Glenn, celebrity makeup artist. You guys make sure you tune in and check him out. Thank you so much, Jayson, man. Till next time.